All right, so I'm talking with Audry Rongstad.
Was that a picture of my father?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love that one. His eyes, so stunning.
And that's
And
my
her
mother
dimple.
when she was
yeah,
young.
it's so cute. How did your parents meet?
I believe, now, don't quote me on this, one of his sisters was working the same place that my mother was working, and they met, and then the sister introduced them. You know, he had one artificial leg,
Yeah,
and so that prevented him from running.
sure. Was it truly a wooden leg, or did he get something more modern?
I would guess something more modern.
Maybe he made something better.
Well, that's very possible.
Didn't he? I thought you had told me he had one, and then he made adjustments to it to improve it.
Probably. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be typical of him.
Yeah.
He had a good engineering mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was very good at that type of thing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you went to his store, right? You went to the prosthetics, I don't know what to call it, shop?
Shop. Yes, I remember once going there. And Fred Croft was his partner.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a lot of artificial limbs too, but he wasn't as good at it as my father.
Ooh.
My father was an expert at it.
Well, how did he lose his leg?
He had TB of the bone.
In the bone. Oh.
Yeah.
So that's where they cut off a part of it, and then a few years later
They had to cut off more.
Yeah. Where did it go? Was it up here or?
Clear up to his hip.
Oh,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Mhm.
Whoa. Okay.
I know that where our little house is down on Youngman, it's still there. Mm-hmm. And he would walk up to 7th Street to catch a streetcar to go to work.
Did you know Leo's father, August Gruening?
No, he would have died when Leo was 12.
Oh, that's right. Did your dad look like his dad? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Was Leo blonde?
Yeah.
He was
I
blonde?
don't know that he was blonde, but he was lighter complected. He wasn't real dark.
Blue eyes?
I don't know.
What about German culture? Did Leo preserve some of that in your family, or did he truly sever that piece of his identity?
My guess would be that he severed the
Yeah. He did
relationship.
change the spelling of his name.
Yeah, because the name was Gruening, Gruening. And so the story was that he changed it to Greening because it sounded too German.
Yeah.
And he was trying to set up a business.
Yeah, it was Croft and Gruening, and then at some point it stopped and it was just Croft. Like he took his name off even, which is sad, and I thought maybe he didn't work there anymore, but I saw on city records he still worked there. So he was the partner, but he just became like a silent partner just to sort of stay out of the trouble and the drama.
Yeah,
That's too bad that you have to do that, but
yeah. And I suppose it happens today too. I remember going down to the place of business.
what was it like inside? Can you describe it?
Well, it was kind of dark because there were all these pieces of arms and legs that were hanging around.
Yeah, like a butcher shop.
Yeah, right. It's a good way to describe it.
Why did he leave home? What do you remember?
I remember my mother talking him into wearing one of her negligees.
What?
It's all he would put on.
Just to get something on his body.
Yeah. So, and they took him to the hospital, from which he never returned, of course.
But what did she tell him to get him to go with the cab driver?
Oh, I don't
Do you
know.
remember? You had told me that she told him he could go to the ball game.
Oh, yes, they were going to go to the ball game.
Mm-hmm. Well, he liked baseball. He
Oh,
played
he
baseball.
loved sports, yes. He died when I was pretty young. I was born in 1930, and it wasn't all that long after. I know that my mother had some hard feelings toward that side of the family.
Toward the Greenings?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't really know.
Your mom was friends with Martha.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Because we have pictures that, in fact, Tracy found the pictures of them sitting together.
Yes.
They were pretty
They were
close.
good friends.
They seem to like really, truly like each other. Their
Yes.
faces are lit up and they're friendly.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
pictures of Martha with her own husband,
Ugh.
yeah.
That says a lot.
We also
Okay.
think Lewis cheated on Martha, too.
Oh, that I didn't know.
You don't think so?
No, I'm not
Oh.
saying I don't think so. I'm just saying I didn't know.
What do you think? Do you think he did?
Very possible.
Yeah.
She wasn't the easiest person to get along with.
So did you ever meet Martha then?
Oh, yes. We would go over to her house periodically, and sometimes I would stay for a day or two.
Oh, what was that like?
Oh, it was fine. Yeah. You know, she was good. And those were the good old days.
Sure.
And my sister was in her last year in high school, and so she stayed with Aunt Martha then and finished high school.
But you remember my dad, Ralph.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Eva were like his little sisters.
Yeah.
If he could have had
Right.
siblings.
Yes, very much so. We used to go over there. They lived on the west side of St. Paul,
Yeah.
and or what was called the west side. And I would stay a day or two, and Ralph he always teased me, and he'd laugh like Frankenstein.
He was scared of Frankenstein. I know that. That was real for him.
Do you remember Lewis, his dad?
Mm-hmm.
What was he like?
Strange.
Really? Tell me more.
Well, I don't remember a whole lot, except my mother said, that he was strange.
Ooh, interesting drama.
Ah. Huh.
I would
But-
agree, but I've never met him. But
No,
just
but that stuck with you as a kid, that
Yeah.
she would say that. Huh.
all right, Audrey. Did you ever see Martha Nash eat or drink?
No.
What do you mean?
Just because I didn't see it doesn't mean she didn't. But she always claimed she didn't.
And no one has seen it.
Right. No one has seen her.
Her husband signed a statement. The neighbor signed a sworn statement. Ralph signed his name to the statement, and to his dying day, maintained that he did not see her eat or drink. And I think after his mom dies, if it's a lie, he's gonna be like, "Yeah, it was a hoax." To his dying day, he
was
said, "No
out
way."
of the insane
None of us
asylum
saw
in
it.
1934.
I don't like this answer. That makes
Maybe
me
she
uncomfortable.